Hi, it's Dr. Janowski for Sonata. Today we're going to do something called a nano-fat facial. This is really interesting. What we're going to do is we're going to just take out a small amount of fat from somewhere. Almost everybody has about 5 or 10 cc's somewhere. In this case, it'll be the flanks, and we're going to use it to harvest the fat, turn it into nano-fat, which just means we're going to filter it down so it's almost like a liquid, and we're going to inject it around the face just like we would inject PRP or any other regenerative substance. Remember, fat is the most regenerative substance. It's full of stem cells. We're actually going to mix it with a little bit of PRP, and we're just going to place that under the skin gently, not for the purpose of volume so much as the purpose of getting the stem cells to give us really wonderful quality skin. So I'll show you how that's done. It's really quite easy. You'll see every step as we go along. Okay, I'm just now anesthetizing the patient. I'm just going to put a little bit of local in with a spinal needle, so you can see how easy this is. I put a little bit of numbing medicine on the top surface of the skin so she didn't feel the poke. And now I'm just gently infusing some lidocaine and some saline into the area, and because she's thin, I'm going to do both sides to make sure that everything comes out evenly. I don't need a lot, but right now we're just doing the numbing portion here. And are you feeling that?
Barely.
Barely. Okay, so now we've numbed her up. That took all of, I don't know, 10-15 minutes to do. And the numbing medicine is in the spot where we want to harvest a small amount of fat, and use a very small little cannula like this. It's only about not even 2 millimeters wide, and the area is numb, and we're just going to start removing a little bit of fat. We only need, again, maybe 10 cc's, maybe 20 the most. So I'll show you how that's done. So we're just going to place this little thing down in here, and then we're going to create a vacuum. And then I'm just going to gently move it back and forth, very slowly like this. And you can already see a little bit of fluid and fats coming out. There's almost no blood. And we're just going to remove a little bit. Okay, so now we've made our nano-fat. We've got about 10 cc's, and we've combined it with the PRP, which we got from the patient's blood. So now we got this great concoction of rejuvenating substances from the patient's own body. So we're just going to spread it around just under the skin like a little carpet, a little blanket, and we're going to get wonderful rejuvenation results. So I'll show you how that works. So I'm just placing the fat in just like I would with any filler. I'm using a cannula so we don't have any bruising. You should be able to walk right out without any problems right after the procedure. So you've seen this before, but I'll just demonstrate how we use a cannula. And we make a little hole and we inject the product. Okay, so I'm just going to put some more in here. We're just using our cannula. Just going to inject a little bit. It goes in kind of like water. So a little fluid injection all over the face here. Just getting it right under the skin. It'll appear that there's a little volume, but that's mostly just fluid. So it's really not about volume here, although of course you can use fat as a volumizer. In this case, we're not. We're using it as a rejuvenating substance. Okay, so we just completed the nano-fat facial. We used nano-fat, which is micronized fat that we obtain from anywhere in the body where you don't want it. And we only used about 10 cc's, and there is an appearance of volume here, but really that's mostly fluid. We combine the fat with the PRP, it goes into kind of like a liquid, and that little bit of volume, the 10 cc's or like 13 cc's if you include the PRP, will be gone by tomorrow. And really what we're doing is rejuvenating the face, so we'll get the effects of that over time. It's really better than any product you can buy. It comes from yourself, and it can be applied very easily in the office in a simple procedure.
Hi, this is Liz Janowski, and yesterday I had a Nano-Fat facial. It's more than a facial because we took fat out of my flanks right here, and we processed the fat. We made it into Nano-Fat, which is essentially the smallest molecules of fat with the most stem cells in them. Stem cells are your most rejuvenating thing. Lots of people have heard about the vampire facial or the plasma facial, and we do lots of those. And that involves using your PRP, which is taken from your blood, which also has regenerative qualities, but the stem cells is sort of like PRP amped up 1000%. So we actually mixed both together for me. We took some PRP, which just was a simple blood draw, and we added it to the Nano-Fat that we took out of my flanks. So you saw in the video how that procedure went. I can tell you from being there, it was a pretty straightforward, easy procedure. You're locally numb, so you don't feel very much. And I just wanted to show you today what the recovery is like. So I had this procedure done on my face less than 24 hours ago, probably 20 hours ago, and you can see that I have no bruising. I don't even have any marks on my face. We injected the Nano-Fat PRP mixture under my skin, around my eyes, in my cheeks, in my nasolabial folds, above my lips, under my eyes, and you can see all of it looks really great today. No swelling. I have a little bit of tenderness here in my temples, but I haven't taken any ibuprofen. I'm feeling great. And then a lot of concern that people have with this amazing procedure is, oh my God, I'm going to be so sore. I can't work out. And yeah, I'm a little sore in my flanks today, but I did all my normal activities. I have 2 small children. I carried them all around. And I want to just show you quickly what it looks like exactly where I had the fat taken out of. So you can see here, I'm probably going to have a bruise or two. But these are you can see there's my bruise here. You can see the hole here where the small cannula went in. But I'm telling you, it's nothing you can't handle. I'm totally back to doing my regular activity. I didn't have to wear Spanx. I'm not in bed. Again, this was less than 20 hours ago when we did this. And I just wanted to let you know that I really love these regenerative procedures because for somebody who really cares about their skin quality and is maybe on the younger side, already had fillers or doesn't need a lot of fillers, but just wants to look super great and young. And I'm coming up on my 40th birthday and I want to look super great and young, and I had this done and I recommend you do too.